Tonight we will be honoring our senior flag bearers, cheerleaders, and football players. First up, we have senior flag bearer Catherine Graham, daughter of Jody Gilbert and Eric Graham. Flag bearer Zoe Martinez, daughter of Anissa and Justin Martinez. Senior cheerleader Aubrey Smith, daughter of Amanda Marine and Bretton Schaefer. Now for our senior football players. Braden Myers, son of Andy and Marie Myers. Caden Wilkin, son of Drew and Jackie Wilkin. Cody Skipper, son of Scott and Leota Skipper. Wesley Hackett, son of Aaron and Christy Hackett. Mason Keeble, son of Aaron and Jesse Keeble. Landon Liu, son of Steve and Ashley Liu. Landon Boonstra, son of Terry and Amanda Boonstra. Brody Glazier, son of Travis and Tricia Glazier. Jeff Kane, son of Jeff Kane Sr. and Sasha Kane. CJ Struckman, son of Corey Carter and Cynthia Struckman. Rylan Henson, son of Heather Morris. Tarek Paisley, son of Amanda Paisley. Wyatt Becker, son of Bobby Jensen and Rick Becker. Gavin Snyder, son of Brandon and Rachel Snyder. Daniel Mitchell Jr., son of Daniel Mitchell Sr. and Ruth Ann Booth. Let's have one more round of applause for our senior flag bearers, cheerleader, and football players. We welcome all in attendance for tonight's varsity football game between the Galena Pirates and your Fulton Steamers. We'd like to remember that we're not only athletes, but also sons and daughters. Remember that the NUIC is promoting positive sportsmanship, so we ask everyone to cooperate by following the NUIC sportsmanship creed that the students created. We strive to promote sportsmanship and respect in athletics, arts, and academics, and display modesty in victory and graciousness in defeat. Let the players play, let the coaches coach, and the officials officiate. Special thank you to Taylor Whitney for preparing the field today. Fulton High School would also like to thank the Fulton Ambulance Association for being here tonight. The Fulton Steamer Marching Band will be performing in the stands tonight.
Fulton Steamer football is on the air live from Steamer Field. It is week number 9 of the high school football season tonight as the Fulton Steamers on senior night play host to the Galena Pirates. How you doing, everybody? Robert Bertram live here from Steamer Field on senior night. 15 seniors on the Fulton Steamer football squad honored along with their parents tonight. Also, the lone cheerleader was honored here tonight as well, along with the Flag Corps senior members as well of the Steamers. Going to be a nice fall, crisp evening for high school football here tonight. Well, both teams kind of headed the opposite direction. As far as the Galena Pirates are concerned, they come into the contest tonight sitting at 3-4 in the NUIC, currently tied for 5th. Overall, they have a record of 4-4, and the situation for Galena is this: they must win to get in. So a lot at stake for Galena here tonight. As they win, they'll be into the playoffs. If not, they'll hang up the cleats until next season. So they come in with a lot at stake here tonight at Steamer Field. Offensively, Galena comes in averaging just over 22.5 points per game. Defensively, the Pirates giving up an average of 25 points per game. Now, they're coming off a 46-6 victory last week over Dakota, and that snapped a 4-game losing skid for the Pirates. They started out their season at 3-0 and then dropped 4 in a row, losing to Dupec, Forreston, Stockton, and Lena Winslow. And then again last week, picking up a 46-6 victory over Dakota to even out their record at 4-4. Fulton Steamers, meanwhile, coming in at 1-6 in the NUIC, currently in 8th place. Overall, the Steamers with 2 wins and 6 losses. They're, of course, coming off a loss last Friday night in the Wooden Shoe Bowl at Morrison, falling to their rival, the Mustangs, 31-21. That snapped a 2-game winning streak for the Steamers. Fulton comes in averaging nearly 26 points per game. Defensively, the Steamers giving up an average of 38 points per game. When you look at the series between these two schools, the Steamers have won 3 of the last 4 meetings with the Galena Pirates. Galena last year defeating Fulton at Galena 28-7. Prior to that, the Steamers had won 3 in a row over the Pirates. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First off, for the Fulton Steamers, offensively, they'll line up like this. Of course, the quarterback will be Braden Myers, the senior. He's completed 73 of 108 passes for 815 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. The running back will be the freshman, Wyatt Connor. He's rushed for 412 yards and 5 touchdowns. The wide receivers will be freshman D'Angelo Dodd. He has 15 catches on the season. The tight end will be Ben Hausengay, the junior. He has 11 catches and a couple touchdowns. Another wide receiver will be Evan Folk, the junior. The other wide receiver will be Landon Liu, the senior. He leads the team with 17 catches, 268 yards, and 5 touchdowns. The men in the trenches offensively for the Steamers. Left tackle will be Wyatt Becker, the senior. The left guard will be senior Mason Keeble. The center, senior Cody Skipper. The right guard will be senior Landon Boonstra. The right tackle will be the sophomore Jack Holmbo. And that rounds out the starters in the trenches for the Steamers offensively. And Cody Skipper, by the way, congratulations to that young man. He was the lineman of the week last week against the Morrison Mustangs. That award sponsored by Hausengay and Wirengay Insurance. Steamers defensively will line up like this. The corners will be the senior Rylan Henson along with the freshman D'Angelo Dodd. The safeties will be sophomore Blaze Damhoff and the junior Ben Hausengay. The linebacking core inside will be sophomore Teague Bray along with freshman Wyatt Connor. The outside linebackers will be the senior Wesley Hackett along with sophomore Easton Spooner. The defensive ends will be senior Jeff Kane Jr., also junior Wiley Blasdell, and the nose will be Mason Keeble. For Galena, offensively, the wide receivers will be Mason Smith, the senior, along with senior Drew Koenigs. The tight end will be Jack Vincent, the sophomore. The quarterback, Roman Romer, he's passed for over 1,200 yards on the season, 10 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Another wide receiver will be Owen Hafel, the senior. The running back will be Sam Amaya, the senior. He's rushed for 219 yards and a touchdown. In the trenches for Galena, the left tackle will be Jack Duggan, the junior. Left guard will be the senior, Gus Knack. The center will be senior Travis Temperley. The right guard will be senior Juan Durantes. And the right tackle will be the junior Dylan Belkin.
This time, would everyone please rise if you are able? Gentlemen, remove your caps.
And now we will pick up our national anthem by the Steamer Marching Band. All right, there you have our national anthem. So we're about set to kick off week number 9 of the high school football season. Again, Galena coming in at 4-4. Win and they're in. Lose and they go home. Steamers, of course, looking to end the season on a winning note here on senior night. Glad to have you aboard wherever you're tuning in the telecast tonight. Whether you're in Fulton, Galena, across the river in Iowa, down in Missouri, Florida, Tennessee, elsewhere across the country, welcome to Steamer Field in week 9 of the high school football season. Fulton and Galena. Steamers have won 3 of the last 4 meetings with the Pirates. Galena winning last year's matchup at Galena 28-7. As the Steamers will receive the kick, they will defend the south end zone to our right. Galena will be kicking off, defending the north end zone to our left. As we'll get Mac Drew Sullivan will kick off for Galena. Stretton and Dodd for the Steamers standing back at the 10 to receive the kick from Drew Sullivan. And here we go. Week 9 underway. It's going to be a short kick. And the ball was fumbled, but the Steamers recover. And the Steamers will have it at their own 38-yard line. So the Steamers will have it 1st and 10 at their own 38. Get the game underway here tonight. Of course, Braden Myers is the quarterback. Lou wide out on the near side. Wide outs to the far side. Myers will be out of the shotgun. And Myers is going to keep it himself. Finds a hole, squeezes through. He's going to get it out to, well, they're going to spot it at the 39. He stretched forward to the 40. Well, they're going to spot it at the 40. First he was spotting it at the 39, but we'll spot it at the 40. So Myers gets 2, 2nd down and 8 Steamers. Myers hands it off near side. Big hole over that left side. Connor across midfield and into Pirate territory. Brought down at the 49 of Galena. So 11 yards and a 1st down on the legs of the freshman Wyatt Connor. 1st and 10 Steamers. Connor comes into the game tonight, 412 rushing yards in the season with 5 touchdowns. So it's 1st and 10 Steamers from the Galena 49. Pitch to the right side. This is Blaze Damhoff trying to get the corner turned. He's going to be tripped up and brought down. Maybe a yard gain, but not much more there. So he'll get it to the Pirate 48. So Damhoff gets a yard. Brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Steamers. Football resting at the Galena 48. Just underway here at Steamer Field. 10:40 and counting in the opening quarter here on senior night. Motion to the far side. Now back to the near side. Handoff. And this is going to be Wyatt Connor trying to get that outside swung. And he is going to be dropped at about the 46-yard line. Smith on the stop for the Pirates. So a couple yards for Connor brings up now 3rd down. So it's 3rd down for the Steamers. 3rd down at about 6 yards to go from the Galena 46. A key 3rd down here. Myers hands it off. Straight forward. 24 Connor, the ball carrier. And that's Connor's going to get it inside the 45 down to about the 43-yard line. So now the Steamers face 4th down. They're going to go for it. Myers to throw far side. And Dodd, the intended receiver, slipped as the pass sails out of bounds, incomplete. As the Steamers go for it, Galena will take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. As they put an end to that Steamer threat. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Again, Romer, the quarterback. Number 4's passed for over 1,200 yards on the season. Many of the running backs. And I believe the Steamers jumped.
Penalty flag on the play.
We'll see what. It is offsides on the Steamers, so Galena gets an easy 5.
Offsides against the Steamers will be a 5-yard penalty.
First penalty of the ball game
5 from the 48.
against the Steamers, pushes it up to the 48 of Galena. First and 5 for the Pirates. And off comes to the near side. Amaya, the ball carrier. Damhoff on the stop. As it's to the 49. Brings up second down for the Pirates. Football at their own 49-yard line. 8:49 and counting here in the opening quarter. No score. This is Galena's first offensive series. Steamers went for it on 4th down, did not get it. And now we have 3 of the linemen from Galena moving before the ball snapped. So now that's going to push off the football back to the Galena 44 on the false start. So now second down and 9 for the Pirates from their own 44-yard line. Again, Galena must win to get into the playoffs. They're sitting at 4-4 on the season. The Steamers at 2-6. Romer under center. Fakes a handoff, back to pass. Looks, he's going to air it out. Far side is a man there. It's caught. Far side, down the sideline to 30, 20, 15, 10. Going to be inside the 5, forced out at about the 3. McCartney makes the reception. Died on the stop. First and goal from the 2.
First and goal, Pirates from the Steamer 3.
From the 3. So that 53-yard pass to McCartney from Romer. And it's first and goal, Pirates from the Steamer 3. First and goal, Pirates from the Steamer 3. Romer under center. And let's see. Get it down to the 2-yard line, so a gain of 1. So now it's second down, goal to go. And let's see, did he get in? No, the official's going to say he's short. So he got a yard. Now they're down to the 1. Third down, goal to go for Galena. And the quarterback keep. He's in for the touchdown as Romer takes it in from a yard out. And the Galena Pirates have struck first with 6:33 to play here in the opening quarter. Galena's on the board. So Romer punches it in from a yard out. And now the Pirates to try the extra point. Low snap, pick it up, kick on the way. It is up and good. And with 6:33 to play here in the opening quarter on senior night, it's Galena 7 and Fulton nothing. 7-0 in favor of the Galena Pirates. So Galena with a 7-0 lead. As the Steamers will get set to get the ball for their second offensive series. As they'll look to tie up the ball game here. 7-0 Galena. Dodd and Stretton for the Steamers, standing back at their own 10-yard line. And once again, Sullivan to boot the ball away for the Pirates. Week 9, high school football. Nice fall, cool, crisp evening. Here's the high end-over-end kick on the bounce, fielded at the 20. And Dodd still on his feet, forward progress spotted at the 25, and that's where the Steamers will put it in play. Smith and McCartney teaming up for the stop for the Pirates. It'll be 1st and 10 Steamers from their own 25-yard line.
Steamers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25.
With 6:28 to play here in the opening quarter, Fulton down 7-0 to the Galena Pirates. An officials timeout. Don't know what the problem is. Bring the ball back in. Again, 1st and 10 Steamers from their own 25-yard line. Trailing 7-0 here on senior night. Myers under center. Makes a handoff, rolls to the right. Looking downfield, looking, airs it out. It's dropped. Housengay, the tight end, intended receiver, he dropped it. Would have had a first down. But instead, Steamers face 2nd down and 10 on the incompletion. So 2nd down and 10 for the Steamers from their own 25-yard line. 6:27 to play here in quarter number 1. It's 7-0 Galena. And now we've had movement, and it's going to be a false start on the Steamers. It's going to cost them 5 and push it back to the 20. Fulton's second penalty. Second penalty on the Steamers here in the first half. Now it's 2nd down and 15 to go for the Steamers from their own 20-yard line. Myers out of the shotgun. Hands it off. Connor, the ball carrier, as he squirms to try to get some yardage. He's across the 15 to the 16, and it's going to be a loss of 4. Loss of 4 for Wyatt Connor. Now it's 3rd down and 19 for the Steamers from their own 16-yard line. So a key 3rd down for the Steamers. Here's Myers, back of the pocket, flush to the far side, looking downfield. He's going to air it out has a man downfield, up for grabs, picked off by Romer. Romer intercepts at about the 49 of the Galena Pirates.
Pirates will take over 1st and 10 at their own 49.
So Braden Myers picked off for just the 4th time this season, and Galena will have it. 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line, 5:42 to play. Here in the opening quarter, and the Pirates leading 7-0. Again, a win here by Galena, and they'll be into the playoffs. Romer hands it off. Leiden, the ball carrier. So Leiden gets it into Steamer territory at the 47. Leiden will get 4 on the carry. 2nd down and 6 for the Pirates from the Steamer 47. We approach the 5-minute mark here in quarter number 1, 7-0 Galena. Motion comes to the near side, and we had someone jump on the Pirates. And the false start to push it back to their own 48-yard line. Another mark-off against Galena. 2nd penalty. Now to be 2nd down and 11 for the Pirates from their own 48-yard line. And Galena up 7-0 here on senior night. 15 senior football players honored tonight for Fulton. Pass on the near side, and it's dropped.
Romer's pass is intended for Hafel is incomplete.
Hafel, the intended receiver, and he dropped it. So Romer's pass incomplete. Now that'll bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Pirates. Again, the football from their own 48. So we'll see what they do. 3rd down and 11 Galena from their own 48-yard line. Motion comes to the near side, empty backfield. Romer to throw. He's going to air it out on the near side and overthrows the intended receiver.
Romer's pass intended for
McCartney, the intended receiver. And now Galena will face 4th down and 11 from their own 48-yard line. And let's see what head coach Kyle Knight will elect to do. Koenig to punt the ball away for the Pirates, standing back at his own 35-yard line. Here's the punt. Nice one. Wilkin fumbles the ball, but fortunately, Caden falls on it. And Temperley on the stop for the Pirates. Steamers will have it as they'll have it from their own 17-yard line. 4:29 to play here in the opening quarter. And again, Fulton trailing 7-0. So Steamers have it 1st and 10. Connor, the ball carrier, gets it across the 20 to about the 21. And it looks like we have an injured Galena player. As Connor gets 4 on the carry. And the injured players for the Pirates down at about the 20-yard line. We'll step aside for a timeout and come back. he's up.
Injured Pirates, number 21, Sam Amaya.
Amaya, the injured Pirate, is going to run off to the far sideline under his own power. Good to see that. So the Steamers with the football from their own 21-yard line as they face second down and 6 after a 4-yard run by Wyatt Connor. So second down for the Steamers, trailing 7-0 here on senior night. So the Steamers will close out their season here at home. Connor, the ball carrier, and he struggles just to get it back to about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the carry for Wyatt Connor. So now the Steamers face a key third down and 6 from their own 21-yard line. The offense trying to get something going here. Myers to throw, airs it out near side, overthrows the intended receiver, Landon Liu. Hard to do when you got Liu at 6'6", and he overthrows him. So that'll bring up a fourth down situation now for the Steamers. And Landon Liu in to punt the ball away. So Landon Liu to boot the ball away. Liu averaging nearly 30 yards a punt. There's the punt. High floater. Players get out of the way. Takes a Steamer bounce. And it's going to be down to right close to the midfield stripe. Struckman will down it. And Galena with good field position to start this drive, as the Pirates will have it from the midfield stripe. With 3:26 remaining here in the opening quarter, 7-0 Galena. So the two teams start to settle in here from Steamer Field. Romer out of the shotgun. Amaya the lone setback. Motion comes to the near side. McCartney. Amaya gets the carry into Steamer territory. Gets it down to about the 48.
Tackled by Kane.
Kane on the stop for the Steamers. 2 yards.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 from the Steamer 48.
Second down and 8 for the Pirates from the Steamer 48. So we approach the 3-minute mark here in the opening quarter. 7-0 Galena. Pirates have it at the Steamer 48, facing second down and 8. Nice, cold, crisp evening here from Steamer Field. Motion to the near side, and this is the quarterback. Romer keeps it himself. And Romer is going to be spotted just shy of the first down. They're going to spot him at about the 39 or the 41. Kane again on the stop for the Steamers, so he gets 7 on the carry.
3rd and 1 from the Steamer 41.
So it's 3rd down and 1. Romer has the lone touchdown thus far for the Pirates on a 1-yard run. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Pirates from the Steamer 41. First back through. Inside the 40, that's going to be good for the first down. Gus Knack, Connor on the stop.
Good enough for a first down. It's 1st and 10.
And Galena gets 1st and 10. At the Steamer 38. So 1st and 10 Pirates at the Steamer 38, 1:42 to play here in the opening quarter. Galena leading 7-0. Galena won last year's meeting between these two teams, 28-7 up in Galena. Motion comes to the near side. Romer fakes the handoff. Is going to air it out. Near side is man open. Caught inside the 20. Forced out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Hafel makes the catch, and that's good for the Galena first down. Going to spot it at the 17.
First and 10 Pirates from the Steamer 17.
So a 21-yard completion. Romer to Hafel. And it's first and 10 Pirates. First and 10 Pirates from the Steamer 17. Romer out of the shotgun. Hands it off. Amaya, the ball carrier, down to the 15. Bray on the stop. Couple yards on the carry.
Second and 7 from the 14.
As they spotted at the 14. Brings up second down and 7 from the Steamer 14 for the Pirates. 24 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Galena up 7-0, knocking on the door at the Steamer 14. They get the play off. Romer out of the shotgun. And we're going to get a timeout, Galena. So Galena will use a timeout. 7 seconds to play in the opening quarter. They'll have second and 7 from the Steamer 14 when we come back after this timeout. Welcome back to Steamer Field following the Galena timeout. Second down and 7 for the Pirates from the Steamer 14. Here's Romer to throw, airs it out, caught on the near side. Mason Smith makes the catch. Myers makes the tackle, and that's going to close out quarter number 1.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Here from Steamer Field, it's Galena 7, Fulton nothing. We'll come back with quarter number 2 here on senior night after this timeout.
In the morning to the time I go home at night, I'm helping people, and they're doing things that made me nervous the first time and even the second time, and that is buying or financing a home. It makes me happy to be able to help them be more comfortable in that process, and that's generally the case. By the time we get to closing, everybody's pretty
So here we go. Galena has the football at the Steamer 8.
Penalty flag on the play. False start against the Pirates.
And the Pirates with a false start. That'll be the third time Galena's been penalized here in the opening half. And we'll push the ball back to the Steamer 13. So the Pirates have it at the Steamer 13. Amaya, not much room there. Bray on the stop for the Steamers.
No gain on the play. Bring up fourth down.
So there's no gain on the play. And now it'll be fourth down for the Pirates. Fourth down and 6 from the Steamer 13. 11.5 to play. Quarter number 2. 7-0 Galena. Can the Steamer defense dig in here and turn away this Pirate threat? As the Pirates will go for it. Fourth down and 6. And now, Coach Knight's going to rethink the situation. 11-12 to play, quarter number 2, 7-0 Galena. Pirates face fourth down and 6 from the Steamer 13 when we come back after this timeout.
Talk to you like a normal person. We're going to explain things, educate you, and just really welcome you in with open arms. It's a very simple phone call to make that could really change your future.
Welcome back to Steamer Field following the Galena timeout.
Penalty flag on the play.
And we get a penalty flag on the near side.
False start.
And it is another false start on the Pirates.
5-yard penalty.
So that'll push it back to the 18. Another false start on Galena. As now that pushes it back to the Steamer 18 on fourth down and 11 now for Galena. Romer brings in the play from the far side. So again, the Pirates will go for it on fourth down and 11 from the Steamer 18. Leading 7-0, 11-12 to play, quarter number 2. Again, Galena needing a win to get into the playoffs. High snap, Romer, back of the pocket, looks, he's going to air it out, near side, has a man there, it's caught, out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. Hafel makes the reception. See where they're going to spot it. Looks like it's like a first and goal from the 3 of the Steamers. 15 yards and a first and goal. So it's first down, goal to go. Maya, the ball carrier? Nope.
Stutman, the ball carrier, tackled by Kane. Loss of 2 on the play.
Loss of 2.
Second and goal for the
Stutman was the ball carrier for the Pirates. Loses a couple yards. Second down, goal to go. from the 4 for Galena. Romer under center. Hands it off, coming back near side. Hausengay on the stop. Leiden, the ball carrier, gets it down.
Gain of 2, 3rd and goal from the 2.
To the 2. So 3rd down, goal to go for the Pirates from the Steamer 2. 9:49 and counting here in the second quarter.
Romer, the ball carrier.
Quarterback keep by Romer. Is he in? No signal. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 1. So Romer gets 1. Makes it 4th down, goal to go. 4th down, goal to go. Pirates from the Steamer 1. 9:19 and counting here in the second quarter. 7-0 Galena. Lone touchdown thus far was a 1-yard run by the quarterback, Roman Romer. Romer under center. Will we see a repeat here? We're going to get a Steamer timeout first. Timeout, Fulton, 9:03 to play, quarter number 2. 4th down, goal to go, Pirates from the Steamer 1. When we come back to Steamer Field following this timeout.
Okay, so by the time we get to closing, everybody's pretty comfortable with the situation and the financing options they have.
All right, welcome back to Steamer Field. 4th down, goal to go from the 1 for the Galena Pirates following the Steamer timeout. Romer under center. Hand off to Knack, and Knack into the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown. So Gus Knack will score the touchdown. From a yard out. 8:59 to play before halftime. Galena into the end zone for the second time tonight. Koenig to try the extra point. Here's the snap, ball's placed, kick on the way, plenty of distance, up and good. And with 8:59 to play here in quarter number 2, it's now Galena 14 and Fulton nothing. So 14-0 Galena here in quarter number 2. Pirates led 7-0. So it's been a couple 1-yard touchdown runs for Galena. Roman Romer punched it in from a yard out in that first quarter, and here in the second quarter, it's Gus Knack taking it in from a yard out. And Galena up 14-0. 8:59 to play, quarter number 2 here from Steamer Field. Again, Galena coming in at 4-4, needing the win to get into the playoffs. The Steamers, of course, wanting to end the season on a winning note here as they come in at 2-6. here on senior night.
Number 25, Stratton, along with number 18, Dodd.
Again, Sullivan to boot the ball away towards that north end zone. Stratton and Dodd back about their own 15. Here's the kick. Nice, deep, end over end. Fielded at the 12, 15, 20, 25. Dodd on the return out to about the 28. And that's where the Steamers will put it in play, 1st and 10. Belkin on the stop for Galena. So it'll be 1st and 10 Steamers from their own 28-yard line. 8:53 to play before halftime. And Galena leading 14-0. Myers out of the shotgun. Picks it up. Across the 30 to about the 31. Koenig on the stop. So it's across the 30 to the 31. 3-yard pickup for Braden Myers on the quarterback keep. Brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Steamers from their own 31-yard line. Myers under center. Fakes a handoff, rolls to the near side. Now he flips it back to the far side. Damhoff makes the reception, and he's going to be dropped back at about the 28. Schultz drops him right there.
Loss of 2 on the play, 3rd and 9 from the 29.
So Damhoff loses 2 back to the 29. So that'll bring up a key 3rd down for the Steamers. 3rd down and 9 from their own 29-yard line. 7:40 and counting here. Quarter number 2. 14-0 Galena. Here's Myers back of the pocket. Looking downfield. He's going to air it out. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, D'Angelo Dodd.
Bring up 4th down.
Now that'll bring up a 4th down for the Steamers. So it's 4th down for the Steamers. 4th down and 9 from their own 29-yard line. Landon Liu in to punt the ball away. Liu will boot it away from about his own 20. So it's a 3 and out for the Steamers. Low snap, here's the punt. Penalty flag comes in from the far side. And the ball's dropped, but
Loose punt is taken by Romer. There's a
Romer falls on it back at the 38-yard line of the Pirates, and a penalty flag from the far sideline comes in. So we'll see what the official call will be. Illegal motion on the Steamers.
Make it 4th and 14.
5-yard penalty. And they'll re-kick. So the Steamers, Landon Liu now to boot it away from about his own 15-yard line. High snap. Liu's punt. Nice one. And McCartney makes the fair catch right close to the midfield stripe. And it'll be good field position for Galena, as Galena indeed will have it from the midfield stripe. 7:15 to play before halftime, and the Pirates leading 14-0. Here from Steamer Field on senior night. So 1st and 10, Galena from the midfield stripe. And off right side, not a lot there. Good defense by the Steamers. Leiden was the ball carrier. Keeble on the stop for the Steamers, no gain on the carry. So 2nd down and 10 for the Pirates from the midfield stripe. 6:45 and counting here, quarter number 2. 14-0 Galena. Hard to believe this is week 9 of the high school football season. Playoffs will get underway next week. Motion McCartney. Here's Romer to throw, far side, it's caught.
Romer's pass is complete to 18 Smith.
Smith makes his 2nd catch. Myers on the stop. Football at the 41. So a 9-yard completion to Mason Smith from Romer. And brings up now 3rd down and a yard to go for the Pirates from the Steamer 41. So it's 3rd and 1. Romer fakes the handoff, back to throw. Airs it out far side to McCartney. And the penalty flags come in. And that is more than likely on the Steamers. It is. Pass interference on the Steamers. As that will take it down to the 26. 15-yard mark off on the Steamers. And it's 1st and 10 for the Pirates at the Steamer 26. 5.5 to play, quarter number 2. It's 14-0 Galena. Knocking on the door once again. Handoff comes back near side, breaking a tackle. And Leiden's going to get it down close to, looks like the 2-yard line. Wilkin on the stop. No, they're going to spot it at the 1. So all the way down to the Steamer 1, 25 yards. And a 1st down by Keenan Leiden. Takes it 25 yards down to the 1. 1st down, goal to go for Galena from the 1. And it looks like the ball was fumbled. And it is. The ball was fumbled by Galena on 1st and goal from the 1, and the Steamers recover. So Fulton turns Galena away on the fumble. Steamers will have it from their own 2 following the Galena fumble. On 1st and goal from the 1, the Pirates cough up the football. Now a penalty flag comes in from the near sideline, and it's going to be on Galena. They're pointing, the official pointing towards Galena for an offsides. It is offsides on the Pirates. So the Steamers will pick up an easy 5. Give them a little more room to operate. Pushes it out to the 7. So it's 1st and 5 Steamers from their own 7. 5:04 to play before halftime. Connor, the ball carrier, comes to the near side. Maya on the stop. So the ball back at the 5, loss of 2 for the Steamers.
Ball spotted at the 5-yard line.
So a loss of 2 for the Steamers from their own 5. Bray, the ball carrier.
Tackled by Stutman.
Stutman on the stop for the Pirates. Bray the carry.
Carry's good enough for a first down.
And it's good for the Steamer first down.
Steamers from the 12-yard line.
So Bray takes it 7 yards out to the 12. And it's 1st and 10 Steamers. From their own 12. Handoff comes to the near side to Connor. Connor's tripped up after maybe a hard yard to the 13.
Tackled by Durantes. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Durantes on the stop. Brings up 2nd down and 9. Under 4 to play here, quarter number 2. It's 14-0 Galena. Steamers have it from their own 13-yard line. 2nd down and 9. Myers under center. Rolls to the near side, and Myers is going to be swarmed under and sacked for the loss.
Myers is sacked
Back at the 7.
by 31 Koenigs.
Koenigs on the sack of Myers. Myers goes down back at the 7. It's like a loss of 6 for the Steamers. Brings up a 3rd down. And about 14 yards to go. So Myers gets sacked. Back at the 7. 3rd and long Steamers. Myers out of the end zone. Look out! Myers throws the ball over the middle. It's incomplete as he evades the safety.
Bring up 4th down.
So it'll be an incomplete pass. And we'll bring up 4th down for the Steamers. 4th and 15 from their own 7. The officials discussing whether it's intentional grounding. It's not. So it's 4th down for the Steamers. 4th and 15 from their own 7. Landon Liu to boot it away from his own end zone. And we're going to get a penalty flag from the near sideline. Offsides on Galena.
Offsides against the Pirates.
So offsides on Galena. They'll be penalized for the 6th time here in the first half. That'll push it to the 12, give Landon Liu a little room to maneuver the punt.
9 from the 12-yard line.
So it's 4th down and about 10 yards to go for the Steamers from their own 12. Liu to boot it away from about his own 5. So Galena will come out of this with good field position, and now I think we got Galena jumping. Will get the penalty flag coming in from the far sideline. Looks like the end from Galena jumped. And it is against Galena once again. The Steamers will pick up another 5. The Steamers have picked up a quick 10 yards on back-to-back offsides calls against the Pirates. So that'll push it to the Steamers 17. Now all of a sudden it's 4th down and 5 for Fulton. 2:53 to play before halftime. Liu will boot it away from about his own 10. Low snap, here's the punt. High, end over end. Fair catch by Romer at the Steamer 46.
Fair caught by number 4, Romer. Pirates will take over 1st and 10 at Steamer 46.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Galena from the Fulton 46. 2:47 to play before halftime, and Galena leading by the score of 14-0. Pirates had it a yard away on 1st and goal from the 1 when they fumbled the ball and the Steamers recovered. So let's see if Fulton can dig in here defensively and turn away this threat by the Pirates. So it's 1st and 10, Galena, from their own 46-yard line. Motion far side, empty backfield, Romer to throw. Airs it out, incomplete, through behind the intended receiver. Smith, the intended receiver, threw behind him, it's incomplete. So bring up 2nd down and 10 yards to go for the Pirates. Again, Galena needs a win here tonight to get into the playoffs. Sitting at 4-4 on the season. So it is 2nd down and 10 for the Pirates. 2:44 to play, near side, motion. Here's Romer to throw. Airs it out, far side, caught. And struggling to get to the 49. Amaya. Loss of 3. Blaisdell on the stop.
Loss of 3 on the play, 3rd and 13 from the 49.
So now 3rd down, 13 for Galena from the Steamer 49. So we approach the 2-minute mark here in quarter number 2 from Steamer Field on senior night. 14-0 Galena. Pirates face a 3rd down and 13 from the Fulton 49. Romer out of the shotgun. Wants to throw. He's going to air it out near side and overthrows the intended receiver, Mason Smith.
Romer's pass intended for Smith is incomplete.
So it's incomplete.
Bring up 4th down.
And now the Pirates will face a 4th down and 13 yards to go from the Steamer 49. Koenig to punt the ball away from about his own 40. So Koenig's to boot it away from about his own 40. Has to pick it up off the bounce. Here's the punt, end over end. And the Steamers get out of the way as Galena will down it inside the 20 at the 19.
Koenig's punt is down by 11 Schultz. Steamers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
So the Steamers will put it in play, 1st and 10 at their own 19. Kudos to the Steamer defense, turning away that threat by Galena. 1st and 10 Steamers from their own 19, 1:34 to play before halftime. Fulton still struggling to try to get some offense going here. Down 14-0. To Galena here on senior night. Connor the lone setback. Myers to throw. Now he's rolls to the far side. He's going to keep it as Myers breaks away from a tackle, stretches forward across the 25 to about the 26-yard. Now they're going to spot it at the 25. Myers will get 6. And again, Myers, the ball carrier. Koenig's on the stop.
Gain of 4, 3rd and 1.
Be 3rd down and 1. So Myers gets 4. And this is Myers again. Myers is going to be clotheslined at about the 39.
Good enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 39. Timeout, Steamers.
So Myers gets it out to the 39 where he was clotheslined. As the Steamers will use the timeout. They're seeing if Myers is all right. Myers had a good run all the way out to the 39 where he was clotheslined and downed right there. So the Steamers will have a 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. 34 seconds remaining before halftime. And Galena leading 14-0. So the Steamer defense starting to dig in. Now the offense starting to move the ball. Let's see if we can get something going here and get some points before halftime. Only have 34 seconds remaining. 1st and 10 Steamers from their own 39. Let's see what the veteran head coach, Patrick Lower, has drawn up here. Myers caught. Dodd made the reception. Knack on the stop. 38 the progress, loss of a yard. For Dodd. And they're going to let the clock run out, and we have reached halftime here on senior night. From Steamer Field, our score at the half, it's the Galena Pirates 14 and the Fulton Steamers nothing. 14-0, Galena with the lead here at halftime. We're going to step aside for this extended halftime timeout. When we come back, we'll recap the first half for you, take a look at the statistics, and then get set for quarter number 3 of football action here in week number 9 of the high school football season. Again, our score at the half, it's Galena 14 and Fulton nothing. We'll come back after this extended halftime timeout.
Walk in the morning to the time I go home at night, I'm helping people, and they're doing things that made me nervous the first time and even the second time, and that is buying or financing a home. It makes me happy to be able to help them be more comfortable in that process, and that's generally the case. By the time we get to closing, everybody's pretty comfortable with the situation and the financing options they have.
for your flag bearers.
We've got a saying around here that says we're just regular people helping regular people. And I think it's more than a saying. I think when you walk through the door, you realize that.
We believe in being good stewards of what has been entrusted to us, and that includes people trusting us to manage their money that they work their whole life to achieve, and that's their nest that they're going to retire on.
You're going to feel like you're part of a family. We are going to talk to you like a normal person. We're going to explain things, educate you, and just really welcome you in with open arms. It's a very simple phone call to make that could really change your future.
Walk in the morning to the time I go home at night, I'm helping people, and they're doing things that made me nervous the first time and even the second time, and that is buying or financing a home. It makes me happy to be able to help them be more comfortable in that process, and that's generally the case. By the time we get to closing, everybody's pretty comfortable with the situation and the financing options they have.
We've got a saying around here that says we're just regular people helping regular people. And I think it's more than a saying. I think when you walk through the door, you realize that.
We believe in being good stewards of what has been entrusted to us, and that includes people trusting us to manage their money that they work their whole life to achieve, and that's their nest that they're going to retire on.
You're going to feel like you're part of a family. We are going to talk to you like a normal person. We're going to explain things, educate you, and just really welcome you in with open arms. It's a very simple phone call to make that could really change your future.
walk in the morning to the time I go home at night, I'm helping people. And they're doing things that made me nervous the first time and even the second time, and that is buying or financing a home. It makes me happy to be able to help them be more comfortable in that process. And that's generally the case. By the time we get to closing, everybody's pretty comfortable with the situation and the financing options they have.
All right, welcome back to Steamer Field here on senior night, where the Fulton Steamers at the half trailing the visiting Galena Pirates 14-0. To recap the first half for you, it was the Pirates scoring first with 6:03 to play. In the opening quarter, it was the quarterback, Roman Romer, punching it in from a yard out. Drew Koenigs hit the extra point, and it was 7-0 Galena. Remained 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, with 8:59 to play, it was Gus Knack punching it in from a yard out. Drew Koenig's extra point made the score 14-0 Galena. And the Pirates actually had a third opportunity to score. They had it first down and goal to go from the 1 of the Steamers. And on the first play from scrimmage, they fumbled the football. The Steamers recovered and turned away that Galena threat, and thus the Pirates with a 14-0 lead here at halftime over the Fulton Steamers. Let's take a look at the unofficial first half statistics for the Galena Pirates. They have a total of 50 yards rushing. Keenan Leiden, the leading ground gainer, he's carried the ball 5 times for 32 yards. 32 of the Pirates' 50 yards of rushing in the first half. Through the air, Roman Romer's completed 6 of 10 passes for 101 yards. So 50 rushing yards, 101 passing, or a grand total unofficially in the first half of 151 yards of offense for the Galena Pirates. They were penalized 7 times for a total of 35 yards. For the Steamers, 42 yards of rushing offense unofficially in the first half. Braden Myers with 19 of those 42 yards on 6 carries. Steamers penalized 4 times for a total of 30 yards in the first half. Unofficially, grand total of just 39 yards of offense in the first half for the Fulton Steamers. Fulton set to boot the ball away to the Galena Pirates. Pirates defend the south end zone to our right. Steamers the north end zone to our left. Eddie Quinage to boot the ball away. And the Steamers are going to go for an onside kick. Galena will recover at about their own 48-yard line.
Pirates will take over 1st and 10 from their own 48.
So it's 1st and 10, Galena, from their own 48-yard line. Again, the Pirates need the win to get into the playoffs. They're sitting at 4-4 on the season. Steamers come in at 2-6. Romer out of the shotgun. Maya, the lone setback, gets the handoff. Cross midfield down to the Steamer 49.
21 of Maya, the ball carrier. 48, tackled by 48 Gray.
3 yards
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 from the Steamer 49.
for Amaya. Brings up 2nd down and 7. Pirates football resting at the Steamer 49, just underway here, 3rd quarter from Steamer Field on senior night. 15 senior football players, along with their parents, honored here tonight. Hard to believe we're in week number 9. Regular season closing out. Amaya, the ball carrier, but a penalty flag comes in from the backfield. Maya gets it right out to the midfield stripe, but again, a penalty flag in the backfield. And we'll get the official call here. Illegal motion on the Pirates. And it will be declined. So now the Steamers decline the penalty. As it's a loss of a yard. And brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Pirates. From the midfield stripe, we approach the 11-minute mark here in quarter number 3. 14-0 Galena. Romer out of the shotgun, back of the pocket, wants to throw, airs it out over the middle, caught and dropped. Incomplete. They're going to rule it incomplete. Smith, the intended receiver, had it for a moment, and then he dropped it. So the pass will be incomplete. And that'll bring up a 4th down for the Pirates. 4th down and 8 from the midfield stripe, with Galena leading 14-0. Koenigs to boot it away from about his own 40. Low snap. Here's the punt. Nice one. Wilkin gets out of the way. It's going to take a Galena bounce and roll, and it's going to be down inside the Steamer 10 at about the 6-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 Steamers from their own 6-yard line. Backs against the wall on this drive with 10:50 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And Fulton with the football from their own 6. Trailing 14-0 to the Galena Pirates here on senior night. Wyatt Connor finds a big hole, and he's going to race it out to about the 14-yard line. So he'll get 8 on the carry. Smith on the stop. And there is an injured Galena player back at about the 10-yard line. So Connor carries it out to the 14. And the injured Pirate up on his feet. He's going to walk off to the far sideline. Limping a little bit. Hopefully nothing serious for that young man. 10:37 to play here in quarter number 3 from Steamer Field. 14-0. Favor of the Pirates. Steamers have it.
2nd and 3 from the 15.
From the 15-yard line, Steamers with a football on 2nd down. And off. Nice bounce off a tackle. Still on his feet with a full head of steam is Wyatt Connor. He was not to be denied. Stedman on the stop, but not until Connor gets it out to the 25. He'll get 10 yards in the Steamer first down. First and 10 Steamers from their own 25. We approach the 10-minute mark here in the third quarter. Bray, the ball carrier this time around for the Steamers. Knack on the stop for the Pirates. 4-yard pickup for Bray. Second down and 6 for the Steamers. Handoff comes to the near side. Connor again, the ball carrier. Is Connor going to get it out to the 33. So he'll get 4 on the carry. Brings up now a key third down and 3 for the Steamers from their own 33-yard line. 9 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And on second effort, Steamers are going to get the first down. Blaze Damhoff gets it across the 35 to the 36. So Damhoff gets the first down for the Steamers from their own 36. They keep the drive alive. And up back to the near side. Swarm of white jerseys there. Damhoff, the ball carrier. Knack on amongst others on the stop as he was swarmed under. Damhoff. For no gain. So second down and 10 for the Steamers football. From their own 36, Myers rolls to the near side, looks downfield, airs it out. It's caught and forced out of bounds at about the 46-yard line is Ben Hausengay. Romer on the stop, but not until Hausengay is forced out of bounds. And there is a penalty flag. Ineligible receiver on the Steamers. And that's going to move the ball. Five yards back. 5-yard mark off against the Steamers. 5th penalty of the night. So the Steamers have it now, second down and 15. 8:01 to play here. Now we have
an injury timeout on the field.
An injured Steamer. I believe it's 8:01 to play here in the third quarter. Steamer, the injured Steamer, back at about the 25-yard line. So Steamers were getting set to run the play. 8:01 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 14-0 Galena. Pirates led 7-0 at the quarter break, 14-0 at halftime. Ben Hausengay, who made that reception and was forced out of bounds. It's the injured Steamer. He'll hobble off to the near sideline. Hopefully nothing too serious for Ben Hausengay, the tight end for the Steamers. So Fulton football, 2nd and 15 from their own 31-yard line. 8:01 to play here in the third quarter. 14-0 Galena. Pirates needing a win to get into the playoffs. They're sitting at 4-4 on the season. Steamers come in at 2-6, coming off that loss at Morrison last Friday, losing the wooden shoe. So here we go from the 31-yard line. Myers out of the shotgun, going to keep it himself, finds a little running room. Forward progress out shy of the 35 at about the 34. Stutman and Leiden on the stop. So brings up a third down and about 12 yards to go for the Steamers. Myers back in the pocket, looking downfield, still looking, runs to the near side. Myers is going to keep it himself, bounces off a couple tackles, and he's going to be down at about the 38-yard line. Maya on the stop. Myers is going to pick up about 4 on the carry. And we'll bring up now a 4th down. So it's 4th down and 8 for the Steamers from their own 38-yard line. Landon Liu in to punt the ball away from about his own 30-yard line. .6:35 and counting here in the third quarter. 14-0 Galena. Nice high punt. Amaya will call for the fair catch as Romer makes the fair catch back at the 33. So Galena will have the football from their own 28-yard line. 1st and 10, leading 6:28 to play here in the third quarter. 14-0 Galena. So it is 1st and 10 Pirates from their own 28-yard line. We're in the third quarter here on senior night. Week 9 of the high school football season. Regular season winding up tonight. Playoffs begin next week. Romer under center. Hands it off. Bray on the stop, Schumacher on the carry. And it's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down and 11 for the Pirates from their own 27. 5:55 and counting here in the third quarter. 14-0 Galena. The Pirates break huddle from their own 27. Romer fakes a handoff, back to throw, airs it out far side. It's caught by Smith. Smith makes the reception. Myers on the stop for the Steamers. So pick up of 5 on the completion to Smith from Romer. Smith's 3rd catch of the ball game. Out to the 32, brings up 3rd down and about 6 to go for the Pirates. Football from their own 32. They lead it 14-0 here in the third quarter. 4:50 and counting. Maya the lone setback. Maya comes in motion near side. Romer back to throw, has to get rid of it quickly. It's caught. Out across the 35, the 40. Koenigs makes the reception. And I think Koenigs is injured on the play. So he's still down, rolling around on the ground.
We have an injury timeout on the play.
As they're going to spot it out at the 41-yard line. So a 9-yard completion to Koenigs. His first catch of the night. And he's the injured player. And he'll be helped off to the far sideline. So Koenigs was the injured player, helped off to the far sideline after making the catch for 9 yards and the Pirate first down. So it is 1st and 10.
The doc has $1 cheeseburgers, $1 brats, and $4
First and 10 for Galena from their own 41-yard line. The Pirates break huddle, 4:27 and counting here in the third quarter. 14-0 Galena. Romer under center. Hand off far side.
44
Leiden, the ball carrier, across the 45.
tackled by 19 Lutz.
Lutz on the stop for the Steamers out to the 46. Pick up a 5.
2nd and 5 from the 46.
5 for Leiden. Brings up 2nd down for the Pirates from their own 46-yard line. 3:40 and counting third quarter. Galena leading 14-0. Here on senior night at Steamer Field. 15 senior football players honored tonight. Again, the ball carrier is Leiden as he spins his way across midfield down to the Steamer 48. Lutz and Bray on the stop for the Steamers. So it's a first down for the Galena Pirates from the Steamer 47. Romer under center. Handoff. Amaya hits a wall of Steamers, including Bray. Bray and Kane on the stop, teaming up for the Steamers. Down to the 47. Second down and 9 for the Pirates. .225 and counting here in the third quarter. 14-0 Galena. And the Pirates, I don't think have enough players. They're going to have to use a timeout. Timeout, Galena. 2:20 to play, third quarter. It's the Pirates 14, the Steamers nothing. Second down and 9, Galena. From the Steamer 47 when we come back to Steamer Field after this timeout.
I walk in the morning to the time I go home at night, I'm helping people, and they're doing things that made me nervous the first time and even the second time, and that is buying or financing a home. It makes me happy to be able to help them be more comfortable in that process, and that's generally the case. By the time we get to closing, everybody's pretty comfortable with the situation and the financing options they have.
Robert Bertram back here at Steamer Field. Galena facing second down and 9, 2:20 to play here in the third quarter. Football resting at the Steamer 47. Romer back to throw. Airs it out on the far side. It's caught 40, breaks a tackle, 35-30, and finally going to go down. McCartney, after the reception, dives forward. Hausengay on the stop, but not until it's a first down for the Pirates.
First and 10 Pirates from the Steamer 28.
Down to the Steamer 28. So 19-yard completion. And it's first and 10 Galena from the Fulton 28. A minute 50 and counting here in the third quarter. Pirates knocking on the door again. Motion. And we're going to get a penalty flag coming in. It's going to be a false start on Galena. And it's going to cost them 5. Push it back to the 33, their 8th penalty of the ball game. So it'll be first and 15 Galena from the Steamer 33. 1:43 to play here in the third quarter. Pirates leading 14-0. Galena's looking to get the win, get into the playoffs, and win over Fulton for the second consecutive year. They won last year's contest in Galena 28-7. Here's Romer to throw. He's going to go deep. Has a man down that far sideline, and it is caught for the touchdown. That was Smith. Mason Smith hauling in the touchdown of 33 yards down that right sideline. Right on the money. Romer to Smith. 33 yards and the touchdown. So Mason Smith hauls it in with a minute 13 to play here in the third quarter. So a 33-yard touchdown pass from Romer to Smith. Now Drew Sullivan to try the extra point. And they're pointing towards Fulton. Might be offsides on the Steamers. So it's offsides on the Steamers. And again, Sullivan to try the extra point following the touchdown by the Pirates. Low snap. Holders Romer. He has to pick it up, throw towards the end zone, and he'll throw it away. So a low snap. Romer the holder. And he couldn't get the football lined up, so he just rolled to the right and threw it out of bounds. So with a minute 13 to play here in the third quarter, it's now Galena 20 and Fulton nothing. 20-0 in favor of the Galena Pirates as that touchdown comes on a 33-yard pass from Romer to Smith for the score. So the Pirates to boot the ball back to the Steamers. With a minute 13 left here in the third quarter. And now Galena leading 20-0 here on senior night. Sullivan to boot it away for the Pirates. There's the kick. Taken at the 30, out across the 35. Dodd on the return will dive forward to about the 40. And that's where the Steamers will put it in play, 1st and 10. Gonna spot it at the 40-yard line. The Steamers have it, 1st and 10 from their own 40 with 1:04 to play here in the 3rd quarter. So let's see what the Steamer offense can do this time around. Down now 20-0 here in the 3rd quarter. 1:04 left. Connor, the ball carrier, across the 40 to about the 41. As he'll pound it out for the hard yard. Brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Steamers. Football from their own 41-yard line. I want to say congratulations to head coach Stacy Gurman and the Steamer volleyball team, winning their 3rd straight NUIC South Division Championship. They shared the crown with Eastland for the 2nd straight season. And the ball's going to be fumbled. And it looks like Galena's recovered at the Steamer 42. So the Steamers fumble the football. Pirates recover at the Fulton 42.
1st and 10 Pirates from the Steamer 42.
So Galena gets the football on the Steamer fumble. Pirates will have it at the Steamer 42. "19 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Galena leading 20-0. As the Pirates look to hold on, get the win, and move into the playoffs next week. Rummer looks to the sideline. Gets the call. Romer back in the pocket. Airs it out far side, incomplete.
Romer's pass intended from Smith is incomplete.
Smith, the intended receiver, stops the clock with 15 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Galena's 2nd down and 10 from the Steamer 42. So 2nd down and 10 for the Pirates from the Steamer 42. Galena leading 20-0 here in the 3rd quarter on senior night at Steamer Field. Motion comes to the near side. Romer hands it off. And the ball carrier is Leiden. And Leiden's tripped up, brought down by Keeble at the Steamer 40 as he'll get 2 yards. And that's the end of 3 quarters of play here from Steamer Field. Week 9 of the high school football season. After 3, it's Galena 20. Fulton nothing. We'll come back to Steamer Field after this timeout.
In the morning to the time I go home at night, I'm helping people, and they're doing things that made me nervous the first time and even the second time, and that is buying or financing a home. It makes me happy to be able to help them be more comfortable in that process, and that's generally the case. By the time we get to closing, everybody's pretty comfortable with the situation and the financing options they have.
Robert Bertram back here at Steamer Field. we get set for quarter number 4. And it's 20-0 Galena. Football from the Steamer 40. On 3rd down and 8. Here's Romer back in the pocket. Flush to the near side. Airs it out. It's caught over the middle. And almost stripping the ball, but holding on to it was Smith. And Smith is going to get the Pirate first down inside the Steamer 30, down to about the 27. So 13 yards and a first down. Romer to Smith. 1st and 10 Pirates from the Steamer 28. So 1st and 10 Galena from the Steamer 28. They lead it 20-0. 11:22 to play here in the 4th quarter. Handoff is Leiden. Leiden hits, spins. Bray on the stop. Leiden gets it down to the 26.
2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 from the 26.
As Leiden gets 2. And it's 2nd down and 8. Second down and 8 for the Pirates, taking their time, leading 20-0. 2nd and 8 from the Steamer 26 for the Galena Pirates. Handoff, trying to get the corner turned, Schumacher. He's tripped up. Going to be brought down close to the 24-yard line. So 2 more yards.
6 from the 29. Correction from the 24.
So the football resting inside the Steamer 25 at the 24 for Galena. As they face 3rd down and 6, 9:50 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Third down from the Steamer 24. Here's Romer, rolling to the near side, looks downfield as a man open, he overthrows him. Schumacher, the intended receiver. Pass falls incomplete, out of his reach. Stops the clock with 9:32 to play. And a timeout, Galena. Pirates use a timeout, 9:32 to go. Quarter number 4, Galena 20, Fulton nothing. Pirates will face with a football at the Steamer 24 when we come back after this timeout. Welcome back to Steamer Field following the Galena timeout. 9:32 to play here in the 4th quarter. It's 20-0 Galena. Pirates have it 4th down and 6 from the Steamer 24, and they go for it. Romer back in the pocket, wants to throw, airs it out over the middle. It's dropped at the 20-yard line. Schumacher dropped the pass right in the hands, and he dropped it. Incomplete. Steamers will take over on downs. So it'll be 1st and 10 Fulton. From their own 24-yard line, 9:27 to go. First and 10 Steamers. From their own 24-yard line. Jonah Lutz trying to get that right end turn, gets around. Smith on the stop. There's an injured Galena player back at about the 25. It's like they're going to spot the football at the 28. So it'll be a 4-yard pickup for Lutz. And again, there is an injured Galena player on the field. Back at about the 25-yard line. And it'll be help to the feet. Jack Vincent, the injured Galena player, he'll walk off to the far sideline with a little assistance. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Steamers. Football from their own 28-yard line. Trailing 20-0 here in the 4th quarter, 9:14 to play. $9:14 remaining in the ball game. Fake the handoff to Lutz, coming back to the near side. Connor, now the ball's fumbled, picked up. And Romer returns it for the touchdown.
He's in for a 28-yard touchdown.
So Romer returns the Steamer fumble for the touchdown. So Romer, 28-yard fumble return. With 8:46 to play in the ball game. Sullivan to try the extra point. So Galena extends the lead on a Romer 28-yard fumble return. Now Sullivan for the extra point. Kick on the way. It's up and no good.
Sullivan's kick is no good. 8:46 remaining in the game. Pirates 26, Steamers nothing.
So now it's Galena 26, Fulton nothing. 8:46 to play in the ball game. So 8:46 to go, 26-0. Galena. As the Pirates find the end zone for the 4th time. This time on a 28-yard fumble return by Romer. Galena led 7-0 at the end of the 1st quarter, 14-0 at the half, 20-0 after 3, and right now it's 26-0 in favor of the Pirates with 8:46 to go here in the 4th quarter. So the Pirates to boot the ball back to the Steamers. Steamers back at about the 15. Stretton and Dodd to receive. The kick from Drew Sullivan. There's Sullivan's kick. High end over end. Stratton takes it from the 20, out across the 25, 30, still on his feet, 35. And Stratton.
Tackled by Schultz.
Schultz on the stop. Stratton gets the return. It looks like the 37-yard line.
Steamers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 37.
So the Steamers have it 1st and 10 at their own 37, 8:36 to play in the ball game. And Fulton trailing now 26-0. Fires to throw on the near side for Lou. Lou makes the reception and then dropped it.
Myers' pass is intended for Lou, incomplete.
It's incomplete. Lou had it for a moment, then dropped it. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Steamers from their own 37-yard line. 8:28 to play here in the 4th quarter. Galena looks to continue their season next week. Wilkin makes the reception for the Steamers. Vincent on the stop. And it's no gain on the play. So no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 11 for the Steamers from their own 37. Myers back to throw, gets it off over the middle, caught, breaking one tackle. Diving across the 40 to the 41 is Connor. Wyatt Connor.
Tackled by Knack.
Knack on the stop.
Gain of 3, 4th and 7.
Pickup of 3. And now it's 4th down and 7 for the Steamers. Football at their own 40-yard line. Landon Liu on to punt the ball away. There's the punt by Liu. Nice high floater. Takes a bounce and touched by the Steamers at the 31.
Luke's punt is touched by Struckman. Pirates will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32.
So the Pirates will have it 1st and 10 at their own 32 with 6:54 to go. And Galena leading 26-0. So Galena with a football. We're going to get a timeout. Galena, 6:54 to go. The Pirates lead the Steamers 26-0 here in the 4th quarter, and they'll have the football when we come back to Steamer Field following this timeout. All right, welcome back to Steamer Field following the timeout. Handoff over the middle. Looks like Galena's getting some fresh players in the game. 14 was the ball carrier, Stetman. Stetman gets it out to the 34. Gets 2 on the carry. Brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Pirates. Football from their own 34. Hand off.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Sanders, the ball carrier for Galena. As the Pirates get some fresh players in, it's out to the 35, so pickup of a yard.
3rd and 7 from the 35.
Brings up 3rd down and 7 for Galena from their own 35-yard line. So the Pirates 3rd down. Pitch comes to Sanders.
Sanders, the ball carrier. Tackled by Keeble.
Keeble on the stop for the Steamers. Sanders going to get it across the
4th and 10 from the 33.
back to the 33. And brings up a 4th down for Galena. Football resting at their own 33. 4:50 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Pirates lead 26-0. Here as the regular season for high school football in Illinois closing out tonight. Playoffs begin next week. Galena to punt the ball away. And not a good punt, but it's going to take a Pirate bounce and roll. And we'll get down at the Steamer 46. So Fulton will have it from their own 46-yard line with 4:16 to play in the ball game. And the Steamers down 26-0. So it's 1st and 10 Steamers from their own 46. Myers still in at quarterback. Under center.
48, Bray, the ball carrier.
Bray, the ball carrier. Cross midfield down to the 49 of Galena. Duggan on the stop.
5-yard gain. 2nd and 5.
Bray gets 5 for the Steamers. 2nd down and 5 from the Galena 49. Damhoff, the ball carrier, inside the 45 as he's going to muscle it down to about the 44. Sanders on the stop. And that should be a 1st down. It is. 1st down for the Steamers on the legs of Blaze Damhoff. 1st and 10 Steamers from the Galena 44. 3:28 to play. Connor, the ball carrier, down to the 40. So he'll get 4. Stutman on the stop for Galena. Brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Steamers from the Pirate 40. 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Handoff, Connor. Right side has a big hole. Still on his feet on extra effort's going to dive forward to about the 30-yard line of the Pirates. So it looks like the 31. So he'll get 9. Wyatt Connor again, the ball carrier, inside the 25 to the 24. She'll get 7 on the carry. Second down and 3 for the Steamers from the Galena 24. 2:15 and counting here in the fourth quarter. And Galena with some fresh players in the game. Handoff, Connor again, right side. A big hole inside the 15, down to about the 12. And that'll be good for another first down for the Steamers. So it's down to the 13. First and 10 Steamers. Bray, the ball carrier, muscles it inside the 5. He's going to be downed at about the 3. So it'll be first down, goal to go Steamers. Looks like the 3.
First and goal from the 3.
And Wyatt Connor will take it into the end zone for the Steamer touchdown. So Fulton on the scoreboard with 1:25 to go. Wyatt Connor will score. Eddie Quinage to try the extra point. 25 of 28 on the season in PAT attempts. Here's the kick by Eddie. It's up, and it is good. So Eddie Quinage tacks on the extra point. And for the first time tonight, the Steamers on the scoreboard. With 1:25 to go, it's Galena 26, Fulton 7. (26-7). Galena. So Steamers boot the ball back to the Pirates. See if we'll get an onside kick. So Fulton to boot the ball back to Galena. Lena Winslow defeating Dupek tonight, 40-20. Eastland Pearl City over Dakota, 53-22. Couple finals in the NUIC tonight. Steamers to boot the ball away with 1:25 left, 26-7 Galena. As the Pirates' season will continue next week, they'll move into the playoffs. Steamers' season will come to a close here tonight on senior night. And the Pirates get the return out to the 27. And that's where Galena will have it. First and 10 from their own 27 for Galena. With 1:18 to go. And Galena leading 26-7. First and 10 from their own 27 for the Pirates, as they'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. So the Galena Pirates will come to town needing a win to get into the playoffs, and they're going to accomplish that task here tonight at Steamer Field. As the Pirates are going to get the victory to improve to 5-4 and move into the playoffs next week against a opponent to be determined. So they line up in victory formation. And again, they'll take a knee. Steamer's going to close out the year at 2-7 for the third time in head coach Patrick Lower's career here at Fulton. The Steamers will finish 2-7. And that'll be the first time since 2011 that Fulton will have finished the season at 2-7. So the two teams shaking hands. Final score here tonight on Senior Night at Steamer Field, Fulton High School. It's the Galena Pirates defeating the Fulton Steamers 26-7 as Galena will finish NUIC play at 4-4. They're 5-4 on the season and will move into the playoffs next week. The Fulton Steamers will finish at 1-7 in the conference, 2-7 on the season. So again, the final tonight, it's Galena 26 and Fulton 7. 26-7, Galena gets the victory over the Fulton Steamers here this evening. So 26-7, Galena gets the victory here tonight over the Fulton Steamers, as the Pirates came in needing a win to get into the playoffs, and they get it as they beat the Steamers tonight 26-7, as we'll await the arrival of head coach Patrick Lower. We'll have a chat with him here shortly, and then we'll put the finishing touches on our fall sports season, as we'll move into the winter sports season, as this will be our final fall sports telecast, as our first winter sports telecast will be on November 18th, when Fulton will play host to Pearl City in a girls' varsity basketball game at Stan Borgman Court. Our first Fulton boys varsity basketball telecast will be December 12th, when the Steamers will play host to West Carroll. Let's recap this one for you. It was Galena scoring first with 6:03 to play in the opening quarter. It was the quarterback, Roman Romer, punching it in from a yard out. Drew Koenigs hit the extra point, and the Pirates had a 7-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, with 8:59 to play, it was Gus Knack scoring from a yard out. Drew Koenigs' extra point made it 14-0 Galena at the half. The Pirates actually had an opportunity to put a third touchdown on the scoreboard in the first half, but they had it at 1st and goal from the Steamer 1, and they fumbled the ball. The Steamers recovered and turned away that threat, and Fulton trailed just 14-0 at the half. And then with 1:13 to play in the third quarter, it was the quarterback, Roman Romer, connecting with Mason Smith for the 33-yard touchdown. The pass attempt for 2 failed. It was a low snap. Romer was the holder, and he picked it up off the ground, rolled to the right, and had to throw the ball away on the 2-point conversion attempt. It was no good, and after 3 quarters, it was 20-0 Galena. Then with 8:46 to play in the fourth quarter, the Pirates would score their fourth touchdown as Roman Romer would return a Steamer fumble 28 yards for the touchdown. The extra point kick by Drew Sullivan was wide left, and it was 26-0 Galena. And then the Steamers finally get on the scoreboard with 1:25 left in the game. It would be Wyatt Connor scoring on a 3-yard run. Eddie Quinage split the uprights, making the final score tonight. The Galena Pirates 26 and the Fulton Steamers 7. Again, with a win, the Pirates finish 4-4 in the NUIC, 5-4 on the season, and they'll be continuing their football season next week in the playoffs. For the Fulton Steamers, they finish at 1-7 in the NUIC, 2-7 on the season, and just the third time in head coach Patrick Lower's 19 seasons as head coach here at Fulton has a Steamer team finish 2-7. The last time prior to this year back in 2011. So the Steamers will wrap up their season at 2-7. And again, 15 seniors playing their final game here tonight at Steamer Field. As the 15 seniors playing in their final game here for the Steamers, but they have some good talent coming up, and some of the younger underclassmen who played this year will be returning next season as the Steamers look to rebuild and get back into the playoffs come next year. So the Steamers falling tonight to Galena by the final score of 26-7. As again, the Steamers will close out the season at 2-7. And we're just waiting for head coach Patrick Lower to finish his talk with the players. Of course, they're all down in that north end zone. A lot of back slaps for seniors and hugs. As again, 15 seniors playing for the final time here at Steamer Field, including the starting quarterback, Braden Myers. As the Steamers, again, finish the season at 2-7, falling here tonight to Galena by the final score of 26-7. So 26-7, final score here tonight. As the Steamers, let's see if we can get some quick stats here. 138 yards rushing unofficially tonight for the Steamers. Majority of those coming here in the second half. As the Steamers just could not get the offense going tonight, but you have to give credit to Galena. As the Pirates defense played very well here tonight and shut down a lot of the Steamer offense. Roman Romer passing unofficially tonight for 180 yards and a touchdown for the Pirates here tonight. As the Pirates unofficially tonight, 251 yards of offense, 180 of those through the air, 71 rushing. Leiden was the leading ground gainer, and officially 9 carries for 48 yards for Galena. And 11 completions, 11 of 19 unofficially for Roman Romer for 180 yards. And again, he had that touchdown throw of 33 yards to Mason Smith. So Romer threw for a touchdown, ran for a touchdown. Gus Knack had a touchdown run for Galena, and then it was Romer on the defensive side of the football, returning a Steamer fumble 28 yards for a touchdown, as again Galena gets the victory tonight 26-7, as the Pirates needed the win to get into the playoffs. They get the victory here tonight 26-7. Joining us, head coach Patrick Lower. And Coach, a tough one here on senior night. 15 seniors honored tonight, playing their final game here on the Steamer field, but left it all out on the field and took part against a good Galena team who had to win to get in.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank our seniors. They've put in a lot of time over all the years. You go back all the way to flag football, you go to junior tackle, and then as freshmen and sophomores, juniors, seniors. And, when it comes to an end, and obviously, going into tonight, they knew they had 4 quarters left.
Yeah.
You run into a buzzsaw there. Defensively, the Galena was really tough tonight. Couldn't really get anything going. But, our kids fought, and they're a bunch of good kids. And those seniors, they're gonna have great lives and go on and be very productive members of the community, and that's the most important thing, and that's what I try to tell them. But you don't get your 4 years of high school football you get, and you don't get any more of that.
Right.
And it's a lot of memories. We had a really good talk last night before our pasta dinner with all the seniors, and it was great. And you could really tell that this football program has meant a lot to these guys. And obviously the record isn't what we wanted it to be, but
right.
You're going to have that at times, and our kids keep fighting, and they're going to be better off for playing football for us.
Well, we talked about that in the season when you dropped your first 5 games. You knew that could be a possibility.
Yeah,
and it happened, and at that time, as a head coach, you look at that and you go, all right, how are they going to respond? And the team responded, even in practice, that, hey, we still got a shot.
Yeah, exactly. And our kids have never wavered from the idea of we can't, or we're not going to be able to. We knew it was going to be tough tonight, obviously, and there was times where you get frustrated throughout the year. There's injuries, all that, but our kids for the most part really fought through everything, and I'm really proud of them. And like I said, in small school football, you're going to have years like this, and our kids never wavered. They fought, and just to see all the hugs in the end zone, it's one of my favorite parts of the season. Even though it's over, it means the season's over. Everybody hugging everybody thanking everybody, and you can look and see some guys that maybe quarreled at practice a few months ago, or something like that. But man, it all comes to an end there, and these guys have a lot of love for each other and a love for this game, and that's what's again so important to me, to see the relationships that these guys have.
Yeah, it definitely is. And as a team as well, especially the underclassmen coming back, looking at that senior leadership this year and what all the seniors did, and now they're basically turning it over to the underclassmen and see what they can get accomplished next season.
Yeah, and I know, kind of the theme for us this year was, this is a pretty young team, and we did have a lot of young guys playing, and I get that. But we still, you still have to, we still have to have a great offseason. We still have to work hard. We have to do everything we need to do to get better. And I think they will. But it's just, you still have to get it done. And so again, I think these young guys, I think all the plays and all the varsity experience that they got will benefit them down the road. I think the young guys that were playing a lot on Mondays that maybe wouldn't have played as much because we had guys up there. I think that will help as well, give those guys some playing time. So I think it's a plus for us. But again, in order for that to happen, we have to have a great off season. But we need to first put this season to bed and make sure we celebrate our seniors and thank them for everything they've done.
Yeah, and also the fans, parents, of course, and everyone else who supported the team throughout the season.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a happening thing, right? When we have a home game, there's a big crowd each and every night, and they're loud, and it's the place to be in town, and we love that. We've had a great tradition of football ever since Dale Giesler, Jim Proud, all that stuff, and we've got great teams that have gone through here, and we will continue to do that and continue to work hard. And we just, again, it didn't work out for us this year, but we will be better for that and understanding what we need to do to get better.
And as mentioned, also the cupboards are not bare. You have some key underclassmen coming up, and then the JV squad had a successful season.
Absolutely, and then they get one more. They get Galena here on Monday night, so we're excited for that as well. And our guys, there's a lot to be looking forward to, that's for sure. And we're excited to get to it. But hopefully these guys will just continue to, go out for all the sports that they go out for and just keep working hard and be competitive in everything and keep it going.
All right. Well, this is going to be, of course, our last telecast of the Steamers. Coach, I want to thank you personally for coming up after each and every game and keeping us updated on the stats and lineups and everything throughout the season. And been a great season to cover. It's always nice from the beginning of the season to the end of the season to see the growth in the players individually and as a team, and you saw that this year. Like you said, maybe the wins weren't there, but you saw that improvement, and that's something you look forward to see that improvement as the season goes.
Absolutely, and I want to thank you for everything you do. I know I've got a lot of buddies around the state, and I got a lot of people back home in Aledo that love to watch, and they know what the Steamers are doing, and people all around can watch us and what you guys do up here, and it's really something. And I even like going back and watching the broadcast to see how our up tempo is going, or if it's not going well, or what we need to do. So thanks for all you do as well.
All right, I appreciate it, Coach. Best of luck, and I know I'll see you in basketball.
That's right. Thank you.
All right, Head Coach Patrick Lower of the Fulton Steamers. Again, the Steamers senior night here, and they fall to the visiting Galena Pirates 26-7. Galena needing a win to get into the playoffs. They get it here tonight at Steamer Field, defeating Fulton 26-7. They'll head into the playoffs next week at 5-4. The Steamers, for just the third time in Coach Patrick Lower's 19 years as head coach of the Steamers, finish at 2-7. The last time prior to this year back in 2011. Best of luck, by the way, to all 15 of the seniors playing their final football game here at Steamer Field. And I know some of them we'll see on the basketball floor, but best of luck to them in their careers following high school, as 15 seniors honored here tonight for Fulton High School on senior night. And, of course, that will wrap up our fall sports telecasts. Of course, thanks to Coach Lower, Coach Gurman for volleyball, also for their interviews after each and every game, also to the players, fans, administration, Media Pub, of course, for allowing me to broadcast Fulton Steamers sports here in my 13th season. So that is going to do it for our telecast tonight. Thanks for tuning in, not only tonight, but throughout our fall sports coverage. Again, our winter sports telecast, the first telecast of high school basketball coming up on November 18th. Mark your calendar. It'll be a girls varsity basketball game as the Fulton Steamers will play host to Pearl City at Stan Borgman Court. Our first Fulton boys varsity basketball telecast will be coming up on December 12th when the Steamers host West Carroll. So have a great weekend until the winter sports season. Robert Bertram saying so long from Steamer Field here at Fulton High School.